Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm Dell. I'm excited to have you here today. We're going to get into some channel messages with the tarot and an oracle message. So the tarot deck I'm using is Spiritsong Tarot. I'll put that in the description box, as well as the Viking oracle deck. So excited. I was interested because usually it's like one deck I'll work with and then do the channel messages, but today I heard two decks. So in the pre-meditation that I do before filming, so that was cool. I'm excited to see what wants to come through. Just a little housekeeping. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box. How to book a personal reading, as well as any songs that come through the messages. I just throw them on a playlist called Songs from Spirit. It's quite long now and quite eclectic, so you might find something just that you like on there if you like to listen to music or learn a new song, as well as any resources that come through the channel, books or mentions or things like that. I just throw them in the description box too, so you guys can check that out for yourselves. If I didn't say so already, please do like, share, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. It helps to support the channel and to have you grow with the channel, as it's just wonderful, and I so appreciate it, so thank you. It means a lot. Yeah, I'm feeling like the energy kind of flowing in already too, so something like a funneling in, or something about a funnel or energy funneling in. As I'm bringing this through, I've got like full body chills, but it's like a warm chill. It kind of feels like when you I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but if you're laying on the beach and a wind or a breeze comes through and it chills you, but then, or it could be like the clouds have covered the sun for a moment, it gets cold kind of quickly, and then the clouds move again, and it's just that warmth. That's the feeling that I'm getting. So it could be that some of you are going away on a vacation or a holiday or something like that, and you're just soaking in the sun, and it just feels really good. I'm seeing B, so like Barbados, St. Bart's, something like that, Bahamas. I'm seeing a B, an island that begins with a B, Bermuda, and it feels like well needed, and it's well nourishing for you to feel the sun on the warmth on your skin. So that's coming through. I'm hearing the song "You Got to Hide Your Love Away" by the Beatles. I feel like it's someone who's not sure how they feel about somebody else, so it's not wanting to come clean or come forward with the way that you are feeling, with this expression you want. I don't know that you want to express this. It's like you want to keep it for yourself. The song's kind of how it goes. If she's wrong, I can't go on. Definitely look up the lyrics. I feel like they're in there and they're not giving them fully to me, so that's an indicator that it's for you to look through the lyrics and find that message for yourself. But yeah, I'm just getting that it's like I think you're just kind of on the fence with telling somebody how you feel, because what if they don't feel the same? And I get it. It's frustrating. So I just feel like it's just you're weighing that within yourself about what the best thing to do is. For some, I'm getting it's a friend that you have where you're I'm actually feeling it like at least for whoever this is for, it's like the friend that you have is a girl. I'm feeling this from a male perspective, so take that for what it is, or however it feels. Could just be that maybe you feel like you're the one who should be expressing these feelings, but I'm getting you kind of would like a heads up, or like to know, maybe an inkling of how they feel, how this person, it could be a woman, I'm feeling it's like the energy over here is a woman, but it could just be too, like you're hoping that your declaration or your confession is well received. So this happened in the last reading, my nose started to itch, so I feel like there is communication about this, or there is like an expression of, oh, maybe I feel this way or I don't feel this way on both sides. So it could be that you're picking up on the uncertainty, like that you're like, I want to say how I feel, but I'm not sure if they feel the same way. But you you might be feeling like that because you're picking up on them feeling the same way towards you. If that makes sense. They're like, that's the message. So we got there. With that, I'm seeing a sunflower, and I'm seeing the sun card from tarot. Where it's just like, everything will be fine. Everything's going to work out. So just to have faith and trust in the divine timing of things. If you need help, you can call in Archangel Chamuel. I'm hearing Chamuel. Just to help guide you and to support you in this process of coming together with another person. So it could be you have Beatles music in common, or that's a thing that you like, and that could be something that you bond over. Maybe there's a Beatles tribute in town and you invite this person, hey, would you want to go check out this concert? And they're like, I love the Beatles. And you're like, wow, who knew? Let's go enjoy the concert together. Because as I said, come together, it was reminding me of the song Come Together. So now I'm seeing like Octopus's Garden and all that. So it could be like an earlier era Beatles kind of tribute. I'm getting some tarot messages out. So we have the Two of Pentacles coming through. We'll move on from that channel message. So let's see. I think you're going back and forth with something about knowing what to do, or there's this feeling of like of needing to know what to do so you can proceed forward with something. Again, it could be about like a relationship, but I'm actually getting, we're setting that message aside. So I'm seeing it could be more so about a job. I'm hearing the Clash song. This has come through already, so it's already on the Spotify playlist, but should I stay or should I go? So for some, it's like, maybe you've outgrown a job. I'm also seeing too, you've been working 2 jobs and you don't need to work 2 jobs anymore. So you're kind of like weighing out with the Two of Pentacles. Maybe I leave one behind. Maybe I just hold on to one job. Maybe I don't actually need the double jobs anymore. And just seeing where you're at financially, and if you are able to do that, to achieve just going down to one job because you've achieved some sort of financial goal earlier than you anticipated, earlier than you thought you would. So for some, you could be, you thought you'd be working 2 jobs for like a year or 8 months or something. And then it's like 6 weeks go by and you're like, I achieved that goal. So maybe I don't have to work this job for that long. So just knowing where you stand financially will help impact your decision. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands or Knight of Acorns in this deck with a warthog. I see that you have your, what's working and making your manifestations appear quicker, like it actually come to fruition, is that when it's like you're doing it right. So like you've set your intention on something, you've meditated on what do you need to do to make that manifestation come into reality. You have faith, you're holding that vision, you're staying true to your heart and to yourself about the things that you want. And then as you're receiving the intuitive guidance about, okay, I need to apply over here, something's telling me not to bother with that job over here, whatever. It's like because you're focused and you're actually honoring the flow of that manifestation and how it wants to come through, not how you think it should come through. So there's no control. It's just allowing it. Like you've placed your order with the divine, ordering system, like Amazon, but cooler, and you're receiving exactly what to do, maybe through downloads or something like that. But I'm just seeing because you actually are following the manifestation recipe or whatever, it's like things are happening a lot faster than you thought they normally would take. So that's why there's this message of like, okay, let me see, like I'm just getting someone going like, oh, I got there sooner, so maybe I don't have to do this thing for as long as I thought. So then kind of reevaluating, all right, like what do I want to do from here? Where do I want to go from here? But also making sure too, you're still listening to that intuitive guidance. King of Pentacles, yeah. So I'm just seeing like you're becoming a master of the physical world of the 3D, which is really awesome because a lot of times in spirituality too, I hear this, it's like shunning the 3D as this low vibrational negative space, and it definitely can feel like that sometimes. But I'm hearing it's about how you flow through it, and Bruce Lee is coming to mind. So if you like Bruce Lee or you're familiar with Bruce Lee, even just looking he had a couple of clips of him talking. He's quite profound and simplistic in the wisdom that he has to offer and teach. But I just saw something the other day. He was talking about who was he? He was with Muhammad Ali, I think, and I forget what happened, but they were kind of sparring, but not. And Muhammad Ali was like, "Wow, you're really fast," and he was like, "You must arrive before the action." And I was like, whoa, meditate on that. So, but that's what's coming through this card. It's like this tiger is kind of giving me, like the tiger's Bruce Lee. So he's a master of his physical reality, of his 3D. Something else about Bruce Lee, he would often, like there's this video of him kicking an apple, and the apple completely breaks before he even actually physically makes contact with it. So it's mastering your energy too, and the expulsion of your energy. So that's, I don't know, that's coming through. Maybe that's something that you're working on, but I'm just getting that in actually following, like how to manifest something and following and being disciplined with all that you are doing. You're seeing that in your physical, and it makes the physical, the 3D, so much more enjoyable. You know, because it's like, I'm hearing like you're learning to play the rules of the game, but they're your rules. So it's like having this like interesting interaction with your environment and the world around you. So I feel like it took a little bit of bravery to be like, I want to try something different. I keep getting this feeling of like maybe you're somebody who shunned the physical or the 3D because it can feel so dense and so energetically draining. But I feel like there's just been this like almost like an alliance made where it started and it stemmed by you deciding, you know what, I'm in control of the way that I perceive my reality. How do I want my world to look like? And I'm hearing the Beatles again. So across the universe, nothing's going to change my world. So I feel like you might be recognizing or noticing that maybe the world around you isn't changing, but you can show up differently, and it makes the world around you that much more exciting, enjoyable, pleasurable for you. So I can't see exactly what you're doing, but it's working. It feels like it's very positive, and you'll know if this message is for you. So the moon, imagination and perception. I am hearing that moon song. I think it's Bruno Mars, talking to the moon. I think that's how it goes. I'm getting kind of a continuation message of the last message, but it's more like you're in communion with the moon and the world around you. So it could be too, you're doing some moon meditations, or you're really paying attention to the cycle of the moon, and that you're noticing that you are really making some gains by just working with the moon and in tandem with the moon, because it's an energy that's a resource for you. I'm also seeing someone who is kind of taken the world around them at surface value, and now that you're actually starting to see it as not so linear. You're seeing like, here's the linear, but there's all these layers to it where you're like, okay, so there's actually a lot more for me to work with here than I previously thought was available to me, because I was seeing everything as 3D. So it's like, I'm just seeing like this more inclusive space that you're working out of that isn't so limited to the linear, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to do my best to communicate that. But it's like, yes, it's interdimensional, but it's also, I'm getting it's more like, it's like a multifaceted energetic layer or something that you're tapping into. So it's not grid work. I just heard somebody kind of ask that or wonder that. It's not that. It's something, I don't know that it needs words. It's space. It's just, it's space, but understanding that the expansivity, I don't know if that's a word, but that's what's coming through, like the expansivity of space and time and how you operate within that is no longer feels like it's an enclosure rather than inclusion through expansion. So kind of like light. Okay, I'm going to move on from that message because I feel like it's being communicated to whoever it needs to be communicated, and trust that it's reaching whoever it needs to communicate with. So we have the 10 of Feathers, or the 10 of Swords, which is recovery and transformation in this deck. So it's represented by the snake, so it's like the shedding of old skin. I hear my cat, so just give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. So with the snake, it's like shedding old skin, like you're continuing this shedding of your old self and the way that you used to see things, but I am getting that it's done, it's completed. So with this, it's just showing me, like, if there's any fear or illusion kind of thoughts coming up, it's just like remnants of the old skin, the old self, the old cycle. So you know how like, especially if we've come out of a trying time, we can almost revert back to like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen again. But it's like, we just have to remind ourselves, like, no, we're out of that cycle. It's complete. We're moving forward now. So not to look back. Or to look back in appreciation of, okay, these are the things that I learned. They're super helpful. There's a reading on the channel that it's like planning ahead for the future, or using hindsight. If that, I think that's what it is. I'll link it below for that reading. You can check it out if that feels right for you. But that's what I'm getting. It's like this beautiful kind of resurgence of new you, where you're shedding any remnants of that old skin, that old cycle, that old self. Okay, let's get a oracle message now. So hopefully this has made sense. This reading is one that feels a little scrambled, a little jumbled as it's coming in. Sometimes, like, it's to explain just something that is really challenging, because it's just like, it just is. I don't know, like with the energy and the layers and stuff like that. It's but hopefully that made sense. So thank you. And anyway, back to the message. Manana's 20, so just reading from the guidebook. Develop yourself in all the ways that you can. And for some, I'm definitely getting this as intuitive development, psychic development. And then it says, fulfill your potential. Do not shy away from the collective consciousness. So there's another message too with that. It's like, it's not the 3D that's the issue, or that you felt was the issue. It's the relationship to how you interact with it is changing for the better, for your benefit. So human nature means mistakes are made, but we can learn from them. Working with and for the community is becoming important for you. Be rational about an issue rather than emotional. And then there's another part in here that I just want to read. Mistakes have been made, okay? So acknowledge them and make amends for them and learn from them. Don't be too emotional about an issue, or make something impersonal personal. So if something is impersonal, don't make it personal. Easier said than done sometimes, right? But I'm getting to, if Stoicism helps you, or the teachings of Stoicism, it's really saying, like, just knowing what we can and can't control, but knowing that what we can control is our response to things, our reactions to things, and how we show up in the world as ourselves. Ryan Holiday is a big teacher on this, so I can link the channel below. It's the Daily Stoic. But he talks about how Marcus Aurelius used to say and write about in his book Meditations, you know, every day I'm going to encounter really annoying people or something. It's not exactly those words, but difficult people. And it's like, but what I can control is how I respond and how I show up as myself. So deciding how you want to be in the world makes, in turn, your world that much better, that much more enjoyable of a place, because you're tending to your first environment, which is yourself, you, your physical vessel, your internal world, you. So I'm seeing, and then there's like a blossoming that comes from that. So I hope that helped. This reading felt a little scrambled, so I apologize for that if it was for you on your end. But I'm sending you all my best, hoping you're well. Until next time, stay well and take care. Bye.